What's up, everybody? We're going to be doing 3 movie reviews today. Ready Player One, Strangers Pray at Night, and A Quiet Place. I think we'll start with Strangers Pray at Night, since that was the first one I seen out of the 3 of these. I'm gonna try not to give spoilers, you know. So it's if you've seen the first one, this one is like 100 times better than that first. The first one was decent, but this one just completely blows that first one out of the water. That has, if you're like, like 80s horror style, 80s horror movie styles, like, like Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday the 13th, stuff like that, it's like that with like the score, yeah, the sound effects, it's like that, like even the credits, 80s style. Great movie. It kind of starts off a little slow, maybe for the first maybe 10-15 minutes, but after that it's just nuts. I mean, you got 3. At first you think there's only 2 killers, but there ends up being 3. Some of the, like, I was in the theater and people were actually, screaming at the screen, and I mean, you're ooh, oh my god, and this, that. It was amazing. I mean, the theater was pretty much packed for the most part, and at the end, it was like a standing ovation. It was a great movie. I mean, if you like horror movies, this is one you'll want to definitely go see. I don't want to give too many things away. I mean, you can go see it if you want. If you don't want to, I don't really care. But I'm just telling you my opinion. So now, what was the next one? Ready Player One, which some people like to call CGI the movie, because 95% of the movie was CGI, but it was done great. It was done great. And the point of the movie is, there's a kid, he lives, it's like a poverty stricken place set in Columbus, Ohio, in like 2045 or something like that, something crazy. And the only way for these people to escape this poverty stricken stuff is to go in this like virtual reality glasses or headsets, whatever you want to call them, to go to this place called the Oasis. And there's different like I guess you could say worlds in the Oasis. There's one that's like a volcanic lava type thing. There's like one where they race, and that's what it starts off at, is one of the races, and the race is phenomenal. And well, there's they have to find these keys, and to beat, well, not to beat the Oasis. I don't want to give too much away, but they have to get these 3 keys. Is pretty much, the point of the movie. The second key scenario is amazing. I was sitting in the theater like, oh my god, are they really, they're gonna do this? They're gonna do this. and I was just, like everything in that movie brought back at my childhood from the 80s. Everything um, they have. If you didn't grow up in the 80s, you will not get a lot of the references in this movie at all. Um, I did. I took my son and his friend, and my brother-in-law went, and pretty much me and my brother-in-law were the only two that got a lot of the references from from it. Um, my son and his friend, they gave it a 7 out of 10. I'm like, dude, that was way better than a 7 out of 10. It's like, well, because they didn't get any of the references, And as you know, there's the DeLorean's in it, but the DeLorean is the guy, the main character's car that he drives in the movie. Because like everybody has like a vehicle or some kind of something or other, some kind of special car that they drive or armor or something like that. So that I gave that a 9 out of 10. It was just that amazing, and yeah. So that I mean the acting, I give it a 9 out of 10 because of the acting. The acting, it wasn't good, but it wasn't real bad where it's like unwatchable. But 95% of the movie's CGI, so you can let that go. Um, so I mean their voices over and stuff for their characters in the Oasis. Um, but yeah, that's a good one if you like 80s and pop culture and stuff like that. Definitely go see this. I mean, I was watching it and there was a fight scene um, in the Ninja Turtles, like the new Ninja Turtles movie. They were, where Donatello has the goggles. They were actually in it, because in the Oasis you can be whatever or whoever you want, or make be like a superhero or something like that or whatever. But yeah, if you like the pop culture 80s, 80s stuff like that, definitely go see that. I highly recommend that one. That's a great movie. 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. Um, and actually last night went to see The Quiet Place. Saw that last night, and that's another one where 90% of the movie is a certain thing. I wouldn't even say 95%. I'm gonna have to say like 98, 99% of the movie was just silence. I mean, there was a score and everything, and there was minimal talking parts. Um, but it's it's like, I mean, it's hard. It's a good movie. I give that another one a 9 out of 10. I give that another 9 out of 10 because that was just, I mean, it was good. And I don't know if you know John Krasinski. They played Jim on The Office. Is actually the main character in the movie. He actually directed it too. So I mean, I give this guy has talent, a lot of talent, which I didn't know about. It's like kind of like John Goodman. Like he was in comedies, like the Flintstones or whatever. He was in comedies, and then he went on to like serious roles. He was in What was it, Red State? Um, the Cloverfield Lane, 10 Cloverfield Lane. He was in Death Sentence. I mean, he that guy can act his ass off. That guy can act his ass off. But John Krasinski's the same way. He was The Office, and now this is like a serious role. I mean, it's not like it's sci-fi horror type deal. But yeah, it's a serious role for him. He's not playing a Joker. You know, screwing with Dwight or whatever, you know. But he's the star of the movie. He directed it. Um, I think Emily Blunt's the wife, and but it's about this family, you know, that's and it's set. I don't know actually what year it's set in. I don't know if it's the present, future. You know, I don't know where it's set at, but like they start off the movie on day 82. I mean, you see like newspapers and says New York City evacuated. You see like things like little paper clippings that says they hunt with sound, you know, quiet, all this stuff, and they have to be quiet. You cannot make. I mean, you can make tiny noises, loud noises. That's a no go. But tiny noises, you can like the whispering and all that, and you can do that. And they actually make it like to walk. They don't have shoes. They have trails. Like they start off in a like a little convenience store, or thrift store or something. You know, getting medicine for this kid. I guess he's sick, and they have trails of sand that go from their farmhouse to wherever they got to go. And I mean, there's only like what five people in the entire movie. The cast is like 5 people. But that was a good one. But it's there's not much to say about it. It was good, but there's no talking, and I don't want to give too much away. But there's no talking. You know, like I said, 99% of the movie, it's just quiet. And so if you go in a crowded theater and there's people that want to talk and giggle and stuff, you're not going to enjoy the movie. But yeah, John Krasinski, the man, I give him a lot of credit. Just like I give what is that, Peele or whatever his name is, or Key, whatever one of them comedians make Get Out. I give them a lot of credit too, going from comedy to something serious like that. I give John Krasinski a lot of credit for that. Directing it and starring in it. That's got to be a lot of work, and to be quiet and have your gestures and your hand motions, like, it pretty much made the movie. They had a deaf daughter in there who was actually deaf in real life. She wasn't, like playing somebody deaf. She was actually in real life deaf. Because I guess that's the way they wanted it. I don't want somebody acting like they're deaf. I want an actual deaf person. So it's to make it real. But there's monsters. Monsters. I guess they're monsters. I don't know if they're. I mean, they don't tell you much about what happened or where these things came from. I'm guessing there's going to be like a prequel to this, because you don't know. You start off at day 89 in the movie. You start off day 89. And you're like, okay, well, where's day 1? How did these things get here? Where did they come from? What are they? I mean, they didn't even. They just called them creatures. Creatures. They don't have a name, But the monsters were. Oh my God, these monsters were so creepy. The monsters were a mix between the Demogorgons from Stranger Things, the Lickers from Resident Evil, also from the games, also those monkey things from the first Resident Evil that hang off the ceiling fence and they come at you with them weird claw things, and the clickers from The Last of Us, because they hunt with sound. They can't see. These things have armor over their face, but they have these teeth that look like Venom from Spider-Man. It's awesome. They did a great job. I don't know if these things. I don't know if they're CGI or puppets. I can't tell. I can't tell. But they were awesome. They were awesome. And because I'm going into this thinking, because I wanted to see it ever since I first seen the trailer for it. I'm going into this thinking, oh, these monsters, they're going to be aliens. These are going to be stupid. Like, you're not even going to see them. You're just like, I'm like, the trailer, oh, that's all you're going to see from them. Like in other trailers, you're not, oh, that's what you see, and that's what you see. Like a bullshit Godzilla movie with Bryan Cranston. Like, I went and seen that. He dies in the first 5 minutes. Spoiler alert, who gives a shit about that movie? That movie sucked. He dies in the first 5 minutes, and you don't even see Godzilla because the movie is just black. I'm standing there looking at a black screen the entire time for 2 hours. Terrible movie. Don't go see that one. Terrible movie. Yeah, that one's it's A Quiet Place is great. I mean, and speaking of the the CGI or puppets, I don't know which one they were. So yeah, that was a good one. 9 out of 10. Done with my review. Peace out. Stay out, player.